Okay, hola chicos. So, I'll ask you in advance to please forgive me for my lack of voice, but today we are learning new vocab. So, the section is called Vamos de compras, alright? Which means we are going shopping. Okay. Primero hablamos de las compras, alright? Let's talk about shopping. Okay, the action to go shopping is ir de compras. All right, so if you were to say, I go shopping, you would say, voy de compras. So you have to make sure that you conjugate ir. Ahora, vamos de compras en el centro comercial. El centro comercial. Okay, so this is the mall. Para ir de compras necesitamos el dinero. Okay, so el dinero is money in general. Si queremos hablar del dinero en los Estados Unidos, okay, if we want to talk about the money in the United States, we would say el dólar or los dólares. Si estamos en España, if we're in Spain, hablamos del euro, okay? So we have the dollar, the euro, and money in general. Okay, Macy's y Forever 21 son ejemplos de las tiendas. Okay, las tiendas. So these are stores. Ahora, en la tienda necesitamos saber el precio. We need to know the price. Okay, el precio. También necesitamos pagar. All right, so pagar is to pay. Okay, now if we want to know how much something costs, we can say cuánto cuesta, right? So this is if we're talking about a singular thing. So I could say, for example, cuánto cuesta el libro? How much does the book cost? Now the response is also singular. Cuesta $15. It costs $15. But if we're talking about a plural thing, we have to say cuánto cuestan with an N. So I could ask, ¿cuánto cuestan los libros? How much do the books cost? The answer then would also have to be plural. Cuestan $20 or 15 euros. Okay, hablamos de los artículos de ropa. Esta es la blusa. This is a blouse. Estos son los calcetines. Los calcetines. So these are socks. Esta es la camisa. All right, so you'll notice that a camisa has a collar. It's more often a button down or a nicer shirt. On the other hand, la camiseta is not very formal at all. La camiseta is more like a t-shirt. Okay, in Spanish, we have two words for coat. So the word that you're responsible for knowing is la chaqueta. So a chaqueta usually refers to a lighter coat, maybe something you would wear in the spring. But the other word that we have is el abrigo. So an abrigo is what you would wear like in the winter. All right, also in the winter, you would wear a gorro. El gorro is a winter hat. And we also have two other kinds of hats in Spanish. If we want to refer to a baseball hat, we say la gorra. Now you might know this next word, el sombrero. El sombrero pretty much refers to any other kind of hat that isn't a winter hat or a baseball cap. Okay, Este es un cognado, los jeans. Esta es una palabra más general, los pantalones, just pants in general. Estos son los pantalones cortos, which literally means short pants. Este es el vestido. Okay, this is a dress. So this is a false cognate. It is not a vest. En general, los zapatos are shoes, just in general. Any kind of shoe could be a zapato. Okay. Para decir to wear, decimos llevar. Okay? The verb llevar means to wear and it also means to carry, depending on the context. But for this case, we are using it as to wear. So, for example, we can say, la mujer lleva los pantalones, or lleva la falda. All right, I could also say, yo llevo una chaqueta. All right, I wear a jacket. Okay, to describe clothes, we have a couple different ways of doing it. We could say new, which would be nuevo or nueva. These are examples of ugly clothes. We could say feo. So, por ejemplo, los vestidos son muy feos. And I don't even know how to describe this, but it's definitely feo. Okay, ahora hablamos de los colores. Este color es rojo. Este color es anaranjado. Anaranjado. Amarillo. Verde. Azul. Morado. Here we have two options. We could either say rosado or rosa. Blanco. Negro. And marrón. All right. If you're talking about something that's plural, you lose the accent. So you could say los pantalones marrones, but la chaqueta marrón. So marrón would carry the accent, but marrones would not. Okay, next we're going to talk about seasons, okay? Las estaciones, or la estación, which means season. Esta estación se llama el invierno. El invierno. Este es el otoño. El otoño. Esta es la primavera. Y mi favorito, el verano. Okay, the next thing on the list is expressions with tener, all right? Expresiones con tener. So, si recuerdas, aprendimos unas frases con tener. Tener hambre, which literally meant to have hunger, but to be hungry. Tener sed, to have thirst, or to be thirsty. Tener ganas de, plus an infinitive, to have a desire to do something. Ok, ahora vamos a agregar unas frases más. Si recuerdas el tiempo, este is hace calor, it's hot. To say I'm hot or he's hot or we're hot, you would use the expression with tener and you would say tener calor. So, yo tengo calor, I'm hot. Similarmente, hace frío, tener frío. So to say I am cold, I would say tengo frío. All right, this is a new one. This phrase is tener razón, which means to have reason, literally, but it means to be right. And lastly, we have tener suerte, which means to be lucky. Y terminamos. Gracias por mirar. Thanks for watching. Ciao.